Hi, welcome back to my Nichi Japan vid, where I give you a video about Japan every single day. Today, I want to kind of continue the topic I was talking in yesterday's video, which was about net cafe, which are amazing. I'm gonna assume you've watched the other video. Otherwise, I think this video might just be bad, so it's not gonna be interesting. You can just skip it, or you can actually watch the previous video to get an idea of what a net cafe is. So yeah, I've talked about net cafe and how uh, I like to sleep in them, right? So this is my experience with the net cafe price inflation, which is funny. So there's this place. This is like tip of Japan, and this is like Hokkaido, let's say. On the northernmost part of Japan, you have this city called Aomori. Oh, I should write. I don't know if you guys can read hiragana, so I'm gonna write in Romaji. Aomori. Okay. And this city of Aomori is famous for one of its festival, which I'd like to do video which with pictures in the future. But for now, just know that it's called the Nebuta Festival, and this is amazing. You have uh, like huge lanterns made of paper, like let's say this is a person, like this would be a lantern, right? And the lantern is like a sculpture of something. So this could be like a samurai holding a sword. Ah, yeah, fighting a like oni, and the size would be like, yeah, this would be like a person, like wow, huge, and they would be on like cars, or I don't know, and people would like pull them, and like it's a parade, parade, parade. It's a parade, and it's fun. And it's a festival. It lasts a few days, and it's great to watch. I've seen it once, and many people come from all over Japan to watch the Nebuta festival. And there's another one also called Nebuta in, I believe, Hirosaki. I might talk about that also. Now, many moons ago, I'm not exactly sure when I was in Japan, obviously, I can't recall when, but on a summer, I used to live in not that far from Aomori. I mean, quite far, but like you could go there in decent time. I wanted to travel where I used to live. So I wanted to go to Aomori. Wow, Aomori, northernmost tip. No, not really. Like it's actually like this, I believe. There's like something else here. But yeah, I wanted to go to Aomori because it is the biggest city up north. And so I went there. I went there during summer, early summer, because I guess I had a few days off. I went there after the Nebuta Festival. So I didn't get to see the Nebuta Festival. I went to see it the year after, I believe, or 2 years after that. But guess what? I got caught in the price inflation due to the Nebuta Festival. So I went there kind of without any plans. I think I was in Iwate with friends. And then I had a friend who took me with his car to Hachinohe. And from Hachinohe, I took the train to Aomori. I'm not sure if this was planned or if it was an impulsive decision at the time. I think I always wanted to go to Aomori. Maybe it's just because the friend had a car and he wanted to go to Hachinohe. So I was like, oh, great opportunity. Let's go to Aomori. From Hachinohe, I can take the train to Aomori. Anyway, I did not reserve any hotel. I was thinking I would sleep at a net cafe or maybe at a karaoke place because you can sometimes sleep at karaoke places. Uh, I like this playlist because it's loud, but it's an option. Netcafe is just like the best. I definitely watch the previous video to know why. So I was just like, yeah, I'll sleep in Netcafe. Aomori is a city. It's not a town. It's gonna it's gonna have net cafes. Boy, was I only partially correct. I arrived at night, not having a hotel at Aomori. I went directly looking for, let's look for a place to sleep. I was exhausted. I was sleeping in the train. And we had like a long week, before today, so I was like exhausted. Let's go. So what did I do? Started looking for a net cafe, and I walk along the well, it's supposed to be busy street, the shopping street. I found exactly one karaoke place, which in my city, which is like not Tokyo, in Tokyo, like definitely you're gonna get net cafe, no problem. In my city, karaoke place, you have several. I don't know how many there are. I've never counted. Net cafe, you have several. Not that many, but like five maybe. Yeah, I don't know actually. But you have several. I didn't find. I found one karaoke. And then I just walked and walked and walked. I was like, where am I going to sleep? I was looking at like parks and benches. I was like, it's a summer. So like, maybe I have to sleep on the park. Like, I really don't want to, but maybe I don't have any other option. But yeah, I was like walking down the street, up and down. I don't know. I just went east, and then like I found a park where I was like, I'm ready to give up. I'm gonna find a net cafe. I just crossed the street. I went like back west to the station, and I found a net cafe. Oh, net cafe, I can sleep. And then I asked how much is it, and the price was crazy. It was more expensive than a hotel. I should have gotten a hotel. It would have been way cheaper. Way cheaper. I would have gotten obviously better sleep and way cheaper. I think it was like, I don't recall, like two times, three times the price of a hotel. And I did the same thing the next year. That was kind of stupid. But yeah, expensive. Uh, Actually, the second year might have been more expensive, but it's just on the expensive side. Reason being, during the Nebuta festival, uh, many people like kind of like who didn't reserve hotel wanted to sleep in the net cafe, so they raised their prices like supply and demand. We're the only net cafe in the region, I believe at the time. We're gonna obviously we're gonna like jack up our price. We can do that. If you don't want to stay here, go ahead, find a hotel. No hotel's gonna be available because so many people are coming for the festival. It was horrible. I did sleep there. It was okay. It was nice. Was still exhausted the next day. Well, that's because I walked and I was yeah, looking for this net cafe. Also, extra information. I did not have a smartphone at the time. I had a garake, so yeah, I was not able to like just Google where's the closest net cafe, which is why I had to like walk like all over the place. Yeah, so Netcafe have price inflation. If you're gonna sleep in Netcafe, do Google them beforehand and do not go there during like a busy period. Like if there's a festival, for example, like in Akita, you have, I think in Akita, yeah, Omagari Festival, which is like a firework festival. And it's you're not gonna get a hotel unless you book like 3 months in advance or something. I'm making things up, but you're not gonna find a hotel on the day. That's for sure. Not even probably 2 weeks before. So because yeah, things that are famous festivals, definitely you need to plan beforehand. And that's my story about the net cafe price inflation. Hopefully that was interesting for you. See you in the next video.